There are at these sites these little men, old men in galabayas, and they're men because the women stay hidden, because it is an Islamic culture. It's not what it used to be. But the men, they'll come around to you and they'll look at you and say, well, there's something you should see. And everybody has a natural reaction, oh, they just want some bakshish. They just want a handout, and you walk away from them. But sometimes they'll take you to something that you will be amazed. This little keeper, because I was with Hakim to begin with, didn't speak English. He saw I was perplexed, and he came to me like this, come here, come here. We went to this little chapel area that was boarded up. We pulled away the boards, opened up the doors, and next, this is what we saw on the ceiling.
Oh my God.
That's not Egyptian, folks. It's not Commission. Absolutely so, and I can give you verification of that. And I got better pictures now. So anybody who's really interested in this, went back a week and a half ago and took more pictures, more close-ups. It's still there. It's not even boarded up anymore. It's open for everybody to see, but they don't allow you to go there because there's excavations being done. But I can take you there, and I can get back there anytime because the magic word is Awiyan, the last name of my teacher. You can go anywhere in Egypt. And yes, let me continue, please. To verify this, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Instead of going to Mayan archaeologists with this, I took photographs of this picture, made an image. I happen to know Aluna Joy Yashkin, who used to live in Sedona, now lives, she used to live in Mount Shasta, she now lives in Sedona. So you folks may be able to hear some of her presentations. She leads tours to the Mayan sites. She was a student of Mayan daykeeper Hunbat's men. I sent a copy of this photograph to Hunbat's men. He graciously responded within a few months, which mail from Mexico is pretty incredible. But he responded within a few months saying, oh yes, I recognize this. This is the language of my ancestors. In fact, he claimed he could read some of the symbols, that it's actually dating. It's usually time codes. And I wish Christopher O'Brien was here because we had a great conversation last night. He recognized this as pre-classic right away. And he says, what this is dates. But to follow that up, we even went further. I've come here to Sedona many times to give presentations. Our good friend was at David's bookstore last night, Dr. Chet Snow, who lives here in Sedona. He's put on a series of conferences called Crystal Healing Conferences. Another offshoot, which is a whole another lecture, is I've been involved in research in crystal skulls since 1979. So I give presentations for Chet on crystal skulls. So at his conferences was a lady named Flor de Mayo, who lives in Albuquerque. She's a well-known Mayan priestess and curandera, healer, priestess. I showed a copy of this photograph to her in 1998. I asked her, could you give me a comment on this? She said, well, this is amazing. I can't speak. Can I look at this for a few days? I said, sure. The conference was over. I went back to her and I asked her, can you tell me any impressions you have on this? She couldn't. She said, where is this from? Is this from Mexico? I said, no. She said, is this from Peru? I said, no. This is from Saqqara, Egypt. She said, Egypt? She said, can I have a copy of this to show my teacher? And I said, sure. Her teacher's name, long name, basically goes by the name of Don Alejandro. He is the elder, recognized wisdom keeper of the Quiche Maya of all of Guatemala. He looked at this and immediately said, oh yes, this is the language of our ancestors. Without a doubt, this is Mayan. And then he related a story to her from his indigenous oral tradition, that according to the Mayans, they originally came from the Pleiades. When they came for the Pleiades, they came to 4 corners of our earth. One, of course, Mexico and Central America. Another was Northern Africa, ancient Egypt. And he said those people were called the Naga Maya. And he said those people were called the Naga Maya. I went back to Egypt in October of 1999. She told me this in April of 1999. Went back to her with Hakim, told him this. First of all, he was greatly enthused that we had an indigenous confirmation of the find. And then he said, oh yes, Naga. Naga is from the ancient Commission word Nag, which meant tribe. Tribe, Maya. Did the word mean in the ancient Commission language, the tribe that came from across the water? I put it out to you. There's no doubt, folks, that this is not ancient Egyptian.